preseason, working on some of the things that were important to our program, offensively and defensively, some toughness. And I thought our guys showed that tonight. Really want to thank Villanova for coming out and playing this game. They traveled across the countries to do this for charity, and it really means a lot to everybody. It was two very good basketball teams, very physical, and to play this type of game early in the season. So we want to thank Villanova for doing that, and of course our administration and the Galen Center for putting this on. But I thought the game was certainly not a preseason scrimmage. I thought it was a terrific early college basketball game, even though it didn't count on your record. You couldn't tell that by how hard both teams were playing, and also how exciting the arena was tonight.
Andy, can you tell us how you guys came up with the concept of having this type of game tonight and what it means to the community?
Yeah, it was Villanova, our administration, our coaching staffs, we're talking, and their administration and ours said, hey, it'd be great to do this. Coach, I talked to Jay Wright, and we both thought it'd be a terrific idea. It was just a matter of them getting out here, and because the NCAA rule was with the natural disaster and the wildfires of last year, and of course we had one last week, and they're all devastating. So to be able to raise some money and bring awareness to the devastation, that people still need help even after quite a few months or even a year after some of these fires in Northern and Southern California. So that was a terrific cause, and we were happy to be part of it. And so, but we wouldn't have done it unless Villanova was able to get out here, so they deserve a lot of credit.
Coach, what can you say about the way Ethan played off the bench for you guys tonight?
Oh, Ethan played a terrific game tonight. He's a confident young man. He works hard every day. He's really improving as a point guard, combo guard. You can play him on the ball, off the ball. He's a terrific defender, as you saw tonight, with moving his feet, and he's a strong playmaker. So he wasn't afraid of the moment, that's for sure, because he took over for a few minute stretch, and it was very impressive.
Andy, how would you evaluate Onyeka and Isaiah in their debuts? It seemed like they kind of got off to a bit of a slow start.
Well, they're freshmen, and I think the first half was choppy. We played 11 guys in the first half. Some of that choppiness on offense was my fault, because it was hard for some guys to get into a flow, because we played everybody in the first half. Unfortunately, we have 11 really good basketball players. I should say, fortunately, we have 11 very good basketball players that are eligible to play, and I can't get the minutes for on a game-by-game basis for everybody I want to. So some games, some guys are going to play more than others, and next game, other guys will step up, and so it'll be. We have a very deep team. There's not a lot of separation between our players. Our big guys are separating themselves because we have three bigs that are very good, but the wings and the guards, they're all good players. So tonight, Ethan really stepped up in the second half, so I kept him in the game, and I thought Quentin Adler's came in and played terrific defense as well.
What do you think of Onyeka and Isaiah overall?
Well, Onyeka is he had 15 and 10, and in the second half he was dominant for about 5 or 6 minute stretch. He's a terrific offensive rebounder. He's got a super soft touch around the basket, and he's learning how to play college defense. He's moving his feet laterally. He's tall enough. He's a shot blocker. And Isaiah can kind of go in and out of the perimeter. He started at small forward. He played the 4. We took Onyeka and Nick out and put him at the 5. So anytime you have a 6'10" guy that can play 3 positions, it's pretty special. So I think there's a lot of improvement in both those young men. They're going to keep getting better and better as we move forward.
How did the way Daniel space the floor change what you can do on offense?
Yeah, Daniel can play the 2, 3, and 4 for us. So you can play multiple. We just put him at the wing or the power forward. When we go small, we put him at the 4 and put him at the 3-point line. And tonight he made his threes. He's a career 40% 3-point shooter. So it's not new for him to be able to. He likes to be out there. He's comfortable, and he's a terrific shooter.
Talk about the defensive side of the ball. Were you happy with the rotations?
I thought our defense was outstanding. We showed toughness. We showed we were early to help. We rotated. We closed out the shooters. And Villanova, shoots a lot of threes. I think they were 3rd in the nation last year. They shot 53% of their field goal attempts from the 3-point line last year, and tonight it was probably 70%. They like to shoot a lot of threes, and they're very good shooters. And I thought in the second half, we wore them down a little bit with our challenges. We ran them off the line. If they did shoot, we were there on the catch and put a hand in their face, and they were short on quite a few. So I thought our defense was outstanding.
Coach, 17
Well, Elijah got off to a good start. He made some shots early. He got 2 fouls. We took him out, and he came back in the second half. And And he was a big part of our offensive. You know, he's started at point guard, but a lot of times he's better off the ball because he just uses his athleticism and his speed. And so that's why I say we have a deep team. We can play big, we can play small, we can play in between. And it's our job as a coaching staff sometimes to try to figure out what's working. And tonight we had a few lineups that did a good job.
Coach, congratulations on the win. How does a win like this over a tough Villanova team help boost the confidence of the team? And do you think that it sets the right tone for the season?
I think this is a very important game for us because it gives our players confidence that we can compete against a physical Big East team like Villanova has been so successful. And we didn't necessarily have to win the game to get something out of, but to be able to play like we did, I thought was really good for our program and good for our confidence. And we'll learn a lot from this. We didn't play a perfect game. We had way too many turnovers, especially in the first half. We did some things defensively that we can get better at, but it's a really good start. And very rarely do you get a game like this early on October 18th against a top 10 team in the country like Villanova has been the last few years.
Coach, 17-2 in fast break points. What can you say about the way you guys were able to get out and run?
What was it?
17-2.
17-2, I didn't realize that. Well, first of all, if you only hold the team to two points transition, that means your transition defense is good. We've been working on that for the last 2 weeks because when we went to Europe in August, sometimes our transition defense was lost in the translation, and they blamed it on the language barrier over there. So tonight there was no excuses.
Coach, your bench outscored theirs 24-4. Can you talk about how much of a focal point continuing to get the bench into the game will be?
Well, our bench is a big part. We have 11 really good players, and we played all 11 tonight in the first half, which is unusual, but it's an exhibition game, and I'm not saying we wouldn't do that, but we're going to need all 11 guys throughout this season if we're going to be successful. And this was a good start for all the guys to get in and show what they can do.
How did you feel the starting five played together on offense?
Well, I thought they started the game decently. The second half, they got down right away, and then they came back and I think tied it up. And so the three bigs is a little challenging. I think we're gonna have to figure out how to get more flow in our offense with that and really use our size advantage if we're gonna play those three bigs. But we're not going to play the whole game or whole half with that. But it is unusual. It's hard for a team to prepare for when you got 6'9", 6'10", and 6'11" in there together. But we got to do a good job offensively of being able to get some flow to our movement.
In the second half, you got down 8 real quick and you called the timeout. What did you say when you gathered the team together?
We just had to play better. It wasn't a lack of effort because we came out in the second half and Jonah Matthews fouled a three-point shooter and he's a senior, and then Elijah Weaver went and got his layup block. It was a good move. He got his layup block and he got down. That was our 2 points in transition. All of a sudden, boom, we just gave him 5 points, and I think we were down 1 or 2 at the time. So it wasn't like we were playing poorly. We just did some things. And Jonah fouling the three-point shooter, and then. So we just had to go back, and I thought they really came out of that timeout, focused on defense. They've got some stops, and we were able to get some buckets.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Got a couple